And our second main topic today gets submitted to us by Josh. And Josh writes, "Hey, John. Colin Farrell recently did an interview where he stated that he only had a few scenes in the Batman movie, 5 to 6 scenes or about 9 minutes. Does this change your perception on all the characters in the movie? Will everyone just have very short roles with Robert and Zoe being the only real main characters?" All right, thanks a lot for saying that in, Josh. And of course, look, we've been talking a lot lately, and we will continue talking a lot about the upcoming Batman movie. I'm obviously very excited about this. I wanted the Ben Affleck version, but hey, if it can't be Ben, Matt Reeves is a great guy to get in there and do it. I've loved all the casting we've heard out of this. All of it. From Jeffrey Wright, obviously starting with Robert Pattinson, and then getting somebody like Colin Farrell playing Penguin. We got a glimpse of Colin Farrell playing the Penguin in that trailer that they dropped at DC Fandom last year, and loved it. Been looking forward to him. However, as the person who just wrote in suggests, it doesn't look like Colin Farrell's actually in much of this movie at all. This comes to us from the folks over at IndieWire who write, I still can't believe that's Colin Farrell, who writes, "I'm only in it for 5 or 6 scenes, so I can't wait to see the film because it won't be ruined by my presence." I love that. Really, it's a freebie to me. I'll get a little bit uncomfortable for the effing 9 minutes that I have, and then the rest of it, I cannot wait to see how he, Matt Reeves, brought this world to life, he says. All right, so there's a couple of aspects in here for us to look at and think about for a second. Number one is, okay, he's only in it for 5 or 6 scenes. Really, when you think about it, that's going to feel like more. When a character gets like a full, like he's saying 9 minutes, when a character gets a full 9 minutes of screen time, that actually feels much more than it is. Like, it'll feel like he's in it for more than that. So am I terribly concerned that this sounds like he's in it a tiny bit? No, because listen, a tiny bit is like Judi Dench showing up in Shakespeare in Love for like 3 minutes of screen time and getting an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. This is triple that. So on the one hand, it's not that tiny. It's really not that tiny. That being said, it is a little bit less than what I was hoping for. I'm not going to lie, because I am a big Colin Farrell fan. I think this guy's an underrated performer. I thought he deserved an Academy Award nomination for Saving Mr. Banks that he did with Tom Hanks. I thought he deserved, I honestly, no hyperbole, I thought he deserved an Academy Award nomination for that role. I think he's really a terrific actor, and I was looking forward to seeing a lot of him. We're not going to get a lot. It's still not too tiny. Does this change my perception of the movie? Do I think this means other supporting characters like Riddler are going to get less time? I don't think so. Because Riddler, clearly from the trailer, looks like he's our main antagonist. So I think we're going to get a good amount of him. We're going to get a good amount of Batgirl. We're going to get a good amount of Robert Pattinson. So while I'm a little bit disappointed, Rob, I'm not going to lie, to hear we're not going to get more Colin Farrell goodness, it's not exactly a tiny amount. And I don't think that really suggests how much or how little time other performers in the movie are going to get. Rob, what do you make of this?
Well, same thing. I mean, if they're great scenes, I mean, it really depends on what's happening. The scenes could all be 5 minutes long, and that's 30 minutes. So if there's 6 scenes, which is a substantial part of a movie, I mean, I think that it might really seem to some people that, well, that could only be a few minutes. That's true. But it really depends on what his role is.
Right.
I mean, if you think about it, other than the lead of a movie, how many scenes does anyone get in a film? And if you really started counting what second, I mean, there's apparently a lot of villains in this movie. So we'll see how it plays out. I never worry about these things, John, until we actually see the film itself.
That's probably a good thing. I'm not going to lie, though, because I am a big Colin Farrell fan. I was hoping to see a little bit more of him, but you're right. 5, 6 scenes, 9 full minutes of screen time, maybe it'll be a little bit more than that, is actually pretty decent for a supporting role, and he's not even the main villain in it, so maybe they'll save him for something else a little bit later down the line. The question is for you guys. What do you think of Colin Farrell's comments? Does it worry you that you're not going to see more of him? Did you even care in the first place if we saw a lot of him? I really did want to see. Do you maybe think that's still a good amount of time? Maybe you think it's not enough. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts.